Good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? Unprepared here, and today we're going to continue a little bit on our series of equipping 15 people who come to you in a SHTF or the end of the world as we know it situation, and they don't have any equipment. They have only themselves. And so my goal is to be able to equip these potential up to 15 people, but do it on a budget. So they do have good, solid gear, but it's also affordable enough that I can actually prepare to have it for them without breaking the bank. So we're going to talk about a couple of items here that were from the former East Germany. One of the things that they're going to need is a pack. Now, this is the East German assault pack. It's not really large, but my goal was not to have something where people can have, their sleep system and all kinds of things in it and, live out of it for 72 hours and anything like that. No. It's just more of a patrol pack that will hold basic necessities for them. Now, these tend to come in two versions that you'll find out there. There are some that have a rubber liner and some that do not. Obviously, I prefer the rubber liner for its waterproofness. This one actually didn't have the rubber liner, but it did come with all these three straps here. And what these originally were for is there was a kind of a tarp poncho, same color as these, that would kind of go over, bend over, and be attached with these straps. Now, I want to talk about this pattern here. A lot of people in the US call it raindrop. The Germans called it like Stricktarn. Strict is just German for a line. And actually, it probably doesn't show up well on camera here, but the color is actually, and the pattern really, is actually not bad one-size-fits-all pattern. And this actually is not horrible for an urban environment either. This is kind of a brown with gray midtones in it. And the other thing I like is there's no plastic and no snaps on this. This is all metal buckles. And so it's not Velcro. It's, nice and silent for the most part. But it's also very well made. Very strong. The stitching on this is, what you expect, German quality. Once again, it's not a big pack, but my goal is not to be able to equip 15 people with a huge pack that's so heavy that, they can't walk around with it. I'm not trying to give everybody a Winnebago here to carry on their back. It's just supposed to be, basic patrol pack. Let's see if I can undo this with one hand here and show you. Once again, this is not the one that has the rubber lining, which is unfortunate. I prefer the ones with the nice rubber lining. Oops. But you can see it's just one space. There's no inside pockets or anything like that. Now, the straps that came with it, originally there was like a 2-inch East German belt that went with this. And so these straps were attached with these two hooks up here. And then they latched into these buckles here. And then the straps also attached to this belt. Well, that is probably the one thing that I don't like about it, because these straps here are absolutely not padded at all. I mean, it's just webbing. Strong, probably lasts longer than I will, but not very comfortable at all. However, the Sportsman guide, where I got these for basically $9 each, also had this. This is Danish surplus from Denmark. So, I don't know what this originally went to. It's kind of their version of the West German Flecktarn camo. but it has 6 webbing straps, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 2 that kind of go off to the sides. It's nice and vented. You have this mesh, and here's the back piece. It has this mesh. The great thing is, though, that even though it surely was not designed to go with this East German pack, it can. Once again, here is the back. This is the part that would be going against the back of the German pack. These 2 loops here perfectly fit these 2 hooks. And then the straps that go to the side can fit through these to attach it. And so this pack can attach very solidly, and yet there's still a space between your back and the pack to give you airflow. And I live in a hot climate, and so that's good for me. And then you'll just have these straps hanging down, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, which work great with a war belt. Now, the other East German thing we're going to talk about is the ammo pouch. This was originally designed for 4 AK magazines and a cleaning kit. This was for the cleaning kit, and inside there are spaces for 4 AK magazines. Another good thing about this, once again, the same way that the pack is built, it's a really nice heavy canvas, but it also works without any kind of snaps, Velcro, no plastic, no buckles. It's just, it goes, this is very solid metal, goes through here, and then this goes through there. Very solid, but quiet also. And then there's these 2 loops here, which, once again, the East German uniform had this belt, and it would just slide through there. And this can work on up to a 2-inch belt. So you're probably saying, well, you know, what would you do with this? Well, let me show you. Okay? Here, the Danish straps are attached to the backpack. And the straps are going through this rather cheap Chinese water belt. You see, it originally had buckles for the straps like these. I just replaced the straps it came with, which were not padded and very cheap. Ran the Danish straps that were attached to the backpack through here. And then you have enough left over that on your right side, you can slide the belt through the ammo pouch, which can give you 4 AR magazines, or even 3 AR-10 308 size magazines, and you'll still have room for maybe a couple of Glock extended mags. You can put a Glock magazine in the cleaning kit pouch, and then on the other side, you can thread through the $5 knife we talked about in the previous video. And then you still have space down here because the pack rides high. So the small of the back is going to be used for a vertical IFAK tear-off kit that I'm going to show you in another video. Then you've got room for water bottles or canteens, and still a little bit of room for some other MOLLE stuff if you want. But once again, the pack and these Danish straps, they come from Sportsman's Guide. $5 each for the strap, about $9 each for the pack. Hey, you can't beat it. And then $18 for the water belt. The ammo pouches are about $8 on eBay. And I already showed you about the $5 knife. So, when you prepare with intelligence.